The year is 1405. The Lahamm Archipelago is living a time of unrest. The war between Saria and Ingleton is raging. The defection of Commodore Henry Morgan led to the assassination of Queen Rada Hungarian. King Henry IV, filled with hatred and pain for the loss of his wife, started to call upon every available sailor to join the war and retaliate against the enemy. In the middle of the archipelago, Aegeus finally declared his independence and now is looking to build a strong nation. On the other side, the end of the War of the Coin left the Republic of Calgary in desperate need, and Fradeker seems willing to help in exchange for territory and resources. But a new religious movement is slowly building inside of this old kingdom, threatening to break it apart. In the south desert nation of Aegyptus, a civil war is threatening the commercial alliance with Opolwa. If the leaders of those oligarchic nations do not put a stop to this madness, there will be no commerce in the future. Welcome. I'm Hunter Storyteller David, and this is Tales of the Forgotten Seas, a brand new show that explores the lives of a group of fantastic characters involving the vicious and complex stories that I created. Are they some swaggering anti-heroes? Strange, fascinating one? Maybe some social revolutionaries? Set sail with us in this fantastic world and discover the true meaning of adventure. Welcome back, everyone. Let's start this episode with quite some problems in the near future. Our characters dealing with a little bit of a different meetings. Meeting someone from Fradeker, being hired to do some research and be an interpreter. We are looking for a gunpowder on in a warehouse that is probably heavily guarded. And we also had some shenanigan with some shark blood, and we finally met Cervantes at the harbor. But that led to a massive crate being dropped, and whatever is inside is desperately trying to get out before sinking into the water of the harbor. Something then is now shaking the crate like crazy. In the meantime, Cervantes is with a crowbar trying to get rid of the bars that close the crates. Some of you were literally running towards the scene in order to help. Some was like, I don't know what's going on here, maybe let's approach it with caution. And some other were in a situation where like, why I ended up in this situation. That's where we left off. So let's start immediately from there. And we open the scene with a crying for help. Cervantes just moving the crowbars and just get rid of the first plank. And you all immediately see something try to push out of it. At the beginning, it seems almost like the snout of maybe a crocodile, because there is elongated snout with teeth, but the two tendrils that grow under the chin and the strange big rounded eyes that are segmented don't give you that impression. There are like bits of long hair, almost like the whiskers of a cat, that grow from each side of the face. There are two long antennae that are moving in the hair like crazy, and this thing is the size of a football ball, and that's just the head, and is trying to push towards it, and Cervantes is trying to stay good, and it is trying to remove another piece of the crate. So according to what every one of you wants to do, I will ask you to roll initiative. It's not a combat situation. I want to see who will go first. In order to remind everyone as you're doing this, you roll your agility, and the result is how fast you are. We go for the fastest one to the slowest.
And sixes don't explode, correct?
The 6 don't explode because it's a characteristic or traits check, so they don't load.
I have 11.
11 from
I have 15.
15.
11 as well.
Okay, the two of you will need to roll 1d6 to see which one go first, or you can decide. And
You already
I
run
roll.
towards the
I
crate.
roll. Yeah, and I rolled a 1 though. So
Oh, okay. So
We just roll our agility, right?
yeah, exactly.
I
And we
rolled a 4.
keep one.
You keep all of them.
All of them.
But sixes don't explode.
Okay, so I got 12.
You got a 12. Okay, so the order is Jean. Jean.
One.
We have Jean, Hamber, we got Hazel, and last but not least, Riska. But what about the other two? Cervantes is quite slow. The process of trying to get rid of each piece of the crates seems to take in some time, and the other docks worker seems to be scared by the situation, so they are running away from it, and the creature inside is actually quite fast, and he's pushing. Every time it does, the entire crate shakes, sinking even more. So, Jean, you are first. So what are you doing?
So as I approach, I take out my sword and I'm just running to help. But when I realize that all these weird things going on, I just look at everyone and I'm like, "What happened?" And I don't know to whom I should turn. Like, who should I protect anyone from?
Okay, fair.
Where are the babies?
Yeah, what's going on? And I'm like, I keep my hand right behind my back. I keep my rapier in front, like my rapier up front. I'm like, what should I do? And I'm not that eager to fight. I don't want to get hurt, but then I'm more defensive. Like if anything comes at me, I'm just prepared to fire it or keep it away from me.
Of course. Amber, you're supposed to be next in line, but apparently the creature is faster than you, even if it's a little bit. And he push from inside the crate towards the edge, and you all see and hear this cracking sound. In the meantime, the crate literally just get deformed by the heavy hit, and now part of the neck and the upper torso of the creature is visible, and almost like a frilled lizard, this thing has almost like a big collar made out of flesh and tendrils. But the torso suggests that the creature is still going on, almost like a centipede. A centipede of huge size. And there are those insectoid legs trying to move, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and the creature is still in the crate, so you don't know how many of them are. Yeah.
I scream, and I'm not very manly about it.
Yeah, some of the people on the scene are just already shouting, "What the heck is that?" So, Hamber, what are you doing?
Bomb it.
I really want it, but I don't know if I should. Okay, I want to have my. Okay, I'm ready in a bomb, and I want to see because there is a guy trying to hold it back, and obviously I can see its owner trying to speak with it. So it might be something that I don't know, and it might be a creature that's just afraid. So I have a bomb in the ready if he tries to do anything, and I'm waiting.
Okay, so you're holding back your action. The only thing you do is take it out a bomb with your flint ready to get it on and eventually throw it.
Yeah,
But
the only thing I do is take out a bomb. Yes.
Yeah, it's describe it to us. It's more like a rounded one. It's more like a dynamite kind of stick. What is it?
No, in my mind, there are the typical cartoony round bombs like the.
With the
How do you say that? Not. It's not a match. It's a
fuse. That's the word.
fuse. Yes, exactly. I was looking for that.
Is
Or wick, if you want. It's a wick.
Yeah. So it's a round metal thing with a small fuse on the top.
Perfect. Immediately after you, we have Hazel.
Yes, that's me.
That you just saw the torso of the creature moving, the head is mashing left and right, and also this new guy, this blonde guy with an instrument on his back and a rapier in his hand, is just showing up on the scene.
I'm sorry.
I slide like.
I'm sorry, son. Since my newly acquired partner is going towards danger to help, I'm going with him. I'm going after him in order to be able to protect him if needed. So I'm going towards the crate, taking my sword out, maybe in case it's needed.
Your sword.
Yes,
Your sword, if I remember correctly, it's
it's a long sword.
It's a long sword. It's not like a small one. So all of a sudden there is this redhead woman with kind of a Celtic tattoos on her face, heavy brigantine armor, just taking out this very long sword that she can use with just one hand or two, ready to fight.
Hello there.
No,
And I smile and I wink like. Big strong woman. This I like.
oh my god.
What do you expect?
And close to her, there is another figure that is next in line of things to do. There is Riska, humanoid squid, dressed with a kind of a coat, a long coat with a hoodie and a bunch of, well, usually have like knife, pistol here. He has like vials and other alchemical stuff.
Hello there as well. They wink again.
But Riska, what are you doing?
I ignore the winking guy because I'm in a bit of a pinch at the moment. But I do notice that Hazel's got my back, and there's also another guy on the pier with a bomb in his hand. So we're looking active. Minus the winking guy is not too convincing at the moment yet. Speaking of vials, I have a bit of a wild idea. So I'm changing my mind now that I get a better sight of the creature. It doesn't sound like something that we want to get on land. And it does look like, from the whole commotion, it sounds like the creature doesn't do well with water, so I think we want to keep it there. And we also did notice that the creature went into a bit of a frenzy when we got close earlier with our like shark blood and wine mixture. With those things considered, and considering that Cervantes isn't probably getting it out on its own, I want to throw a blood vial into the crate to try and distract the whatever that is from trying to get out for just a little bit and buy some time.
Let's have a throw.
What was that? Sorry, I lost you for a second.
You can find that skills under the list of fighting skills is aim and throw, and is used for things like archery, to also just throwing objects. And use your prone because it's based on how strong you are when you aiming and you're releasing your arrow, or when you're throwing an object far away using your muscle.
So that's 0 in aim and 2 in brawn, so this is gonna go wonderfully. But I rolled a 6, that much I can tell you. A 6 and a 5, so I wasted a good roll.
Unfortunately, because you are not proficient in the skills, the maximum amount you can get, unless someone with a critical token will want to help you.
Alright.
I'm winking back now.
Why not? Go for it.
So, critical token are working
Go.
like that, everyone. So when someone do a critic and you got a very good result, I give them a token. That token can be used to help another player with their role in a critical situation like this one. It will not create another critical token as a result, but it will definitely help Riska in this endeavor. So, roll the dice, you also keep this result as well.
Roll another one.
Yeah, you roll another dice and you keep it, because that critical token generates an extra dice that you can keep.
That's another 5, so we made it to 11.
That's 11. Good. Jean, you lose the critical token, but you gave it to Riska. Riska get good use of it. How you generate this? You see Riska trying to throw this vial. How you helping him?
I think it would be the winking, actually. I gave him confidence. I smile so good that I believe in him, so he's doing well. And I'm like, you're doing a good job. I'm the buddy.
I'm getting Shrek donkey vibes here.
Good
Okay,
reference.
great. So we got an 11. That's great because 10 it was the minimum amount I was looking for. So you transformed that failure to a success. You raise your arm, you throw it the vial, you see the vial passing close to Cervantes' head and crushing on frilled membrane of the creature and dropping down inside the crate. There is an immediate reaction. The creature just started to go in a massive frenzy, and inside the crate started to move. And the crate that was already in the water immediately started to move up and sinking even faster. Because now the weight of the crate shifted down and the water started to get in. There is a shout from Cervantes that is like, "No! Oh my god! I need to save her!" And he jumped on top of the crate, and you guys now having this things floating in the water of the harbor with one person on top trying to open it when the creature is down inside smashing things. Also,
You're the weird guy.
it doesn't seem to like the water of the sea. It's reacting almost like he is being poured down into a pool of acid. The screeching and the screaming and etc. It's a very, very loud situation.
My first reaction is, what's with the weird guy trying to save the creature? And I'm just expecting someone like I'm not anymore like being on guard. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm looking very confused. Like, who needs help?
The creature.
The creature.
Apparently.
But the creature, almost like hearing your questions, just shout out from inside of the crate, like sprinting out, opening the rest of the crate, trampling Cervantes that literally just being pushed on the side and on the first on the pier and immediately after just bounce back inside the water. The creature now is on top of the crate with a lot of his legs literally just wrapping around the crates and the rest of his body almost like a snake. At the end of the tail, the long body, there is a tail. Instead of a pincher, there are 3 massive claws that are snapping. And it just looking around in complete frenzy, almost like in complete berserk, and just look in your direction, guys, on the pier, and just open her mouth, and you see the inside of his mouth is completely black, and the creature just like, and you see the throat started to engorging and started to be even more massive before this thing spit in your direction. So,
And who does it?
Towards who?
Hazel, Jean, you were in front because you were ready to protect the other. I will go to say that each one of you need to dodge or parry or get out of the way.
Can I get out of the way? Can I hide behind the big lady?
Who is behind me? Apart from the
I
very
want to
cow.
be behind you.
One at a time. Yes, you can eventually dodge and going behind her, but the thing is, you need to dodge first to answer your question. And to answer your question, is Hazel, behind you there is Riska, just a few, let's say, 5 to 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, I'm not moving.
You're not moving. Are you parrying with your sword, or you're taking the full front of the damage, or whatever this is?
I will try. I will parry.
Using your sword, or you're trying to quickly use your shield. Give me an idea.
I don't know if I have enough time to use my shield. If I have, I use my shield.
Okay, so the thing is, the engorged and inflating truth is something that happens in a few seconds. You don't know how this creature works and etc., but you have seen wild animals out there. And you know that venomous or venomous animals, usually they have something like that. They act something like that, especially snakes or venomous lizards. I will say that instinctively, you maybe just immediately grab your shield. If you want to go for a parry, I will allow you to doing it with a small malus on the roll, so a -1.
Okay. I'll do it, yes. I will parry with my shield.
Okay,
Me, I dodged very good. I rolled on it perfect.
we'll see about that.
Hide behind the big woman.
So what am I rolling?
In this case, your cunning with parry and shield.
Parry and shield. Oh my god. That's not a good roll. Well, at least I have a 6.
And you are proficient in the skill?
Yeah, I have parry and shield, it's 1.
Okay, so that explode, so you can roll it again.
6 and a 4, so 10.
A 10. Very good. And how about your dodging? 15.
Dodging.
No, that was a question for
Sorry.
Jean.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
On Jean.
you get your shield from your back, you put it, raise it like in front of you, and the massive blackish goo that is hitting the shield almost binds you back just for the impact. You get a couple of spot here and there on your blouse, but that's it, because you're now behind the woman and you are now needed to kind of protect yourself of her body just crashing towards you. So the fact that you're going behind her almost stop her from moving, because these things hit like a truck.
Oh well.
Doesn't seem to be particularly like acid or venomous, but that's definitely like almost like you're being punched or trampled by the pure strength of the thing. I need both of you first and you immediately after, to roll me an endurance roll, an endurance check. So only your endurance in this case.
I got a 6.
They don't explode because it's a characteristic check.
Oh no. The total is a 6.
Total is a 6. Okay, interesting.
11, 15, 18.
Okay, so what's happening is the blow hit you. You just take 1 bludgeoning damage on your arm, even if you parry most of it, and you just push it back 5 feet by the mere impact of these things. You, on otherwise, because she's moving towards you, you or dodge it behind her, you literally fall on your ass in the middle of the pier. And because of your 6, you're losing grip on your rapier. They roll
Oh no.
on the side. Lucky enough, not into the water.
Thank God. I'm like, huh?
And that was the creature situation. Immediately after that, we have Amber.
Alright, the fight has started. I'm bombing the creature.
Okay,
Excellent.
he's like, I don't care anymore.
I'm like, I'm trying bomb the crate.
I didn't hear that. Okay,
Especially
thing,
because it's not your
moving.
turn, Richan.
So it's agility and
Throwing.
throw.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, just so everyone reminded, you have this small rounded bomb with a fuse. You use quickly your flint, and the fuse started to. There is probably 3 or 4 seconds time before it's going to explode. So you throw it with the best as you can. It's brawn. In this case, it's not agility. It's brawn. Yeah, because you're using your strength to throw it far away.
And I got a 16. Come on. Okay. Okay.
I'm not trying to punish you. It's just you're using your strength to throw something. You're not, using your I let it roll like a ball.
And I got yes. And you made me roll, and I got 2 6s. Yes.
Good for you.
Let's
All right,
see
so
how this thing goes. Let's see if we have a crit or a very good success.
no, it's a 23, so it's 17 in total. Better than the previous roll, so I'm good.
You're a 17 in total. Very good. Let me ask you something. What do you aiming? The creature or the crate?
Okay, I have the demolitioner archetype. So part of it is being able to understand structural weaknesses and things like that.
Okay, so it's not
I
the
believe
demolisher
that
archetype, it's the demolisher profession.
profession,
Guns
sorry,
and Gears
demolition
is the
profession.
archetype.
Yeah, sorry.
Just to not confuse our viewers. So
Yeah,
profession.
you're right.
Your profession is one of the profession is demolition.
And since I have that knowledge, I think instinctively I would go for the action that would make the most impact. So I think I would go for the crate.
Okay, it seems good for me. Also, you using very smart way your skills. So I allow you to use the demolitioner skills on top of that. So the professional skill give you a +2 when you try to blow up things on the result. So that 17 became a 19.
Nice.
Almost a crit. But no matter what, cancel one of your bomb from your inventory, and you guys are seeing this small rounded object landing first close to the body of the creature and immediately after inside the crate, and before touching the water inside there is this dealing how many damage?
15.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. It's once because after that you lose the possibility to use the weapon.
Yeah, well.
But as any explosive things, they do a lot of damage. So the crate literally evaporates. A splinter of it just go left and right everywhere. You on the ground are just scratched by a couple of them. Not enough to do full damage, but you're going to have a little bit of blood on the side. Hazel, you already have your shield raised. The black goo is now slowly getting down. It also like the consistency is almost like tar, and is now piece of splinter of woods that are just they are now stuck into it, and one of them hit you on the shoulder and it bounced off. Riska, you seeing all of this, you are where few steps behind, but you got also the wave of the explosion get also to you. So I will ask a balance roll with your agility. The creature get invested by the explosion as well, is going to deal to the creature 10 damage because it was literally under, and I will roll to see if she finish into the water of the harbor or on the pier. Can I have the roll from Riska?
Yes, that's exploding 6.
Okay.
So 11.
Okay, a very good one. Okay, so you stumble back a couple of steps, but you hold on yourself. There's a bit of, splinters on you, but you just clean yourself. Everything seems good. What is not good is the fact that the body of the creature, mangled by the explosion, with some of the legs literally being ripped off by it, is now on the pier, pretty much in front of Hazel. That is now ready for action. So please, Hazel, what are you doing?
Okay, I understand that this creature is very important to that weird snake guy.
Apparently so.
So I am trying not to kill it.
Okay.
Can I point
think-
out that Snake Guy has been underwater for a while and also involved in a blast from
It was
bomb,
involved
so
in a blast. It was pushed by the crates. But it's not been a while. It's been probably 12 to 15 seconds at the moment.
okay.
Bombing the creature, I think, was enough to cross the line of do we want to hurt it or not.
But
You want to hurt it. I don't.
Okay.
exactly,
Just say.
everyone do what they think is right. So, how you wanna do this? How you want to stop the creature without killing it?
I'm guessing that empathy doesn't work with weird Frankenstein creatures, huh?
Empathy and insight maybe is more oriented towards being that can communicate with you. But if I remember correctly, you have quite the soft spot and quite the skills towards the creature of the wild. Maybe even if this creature is more like a mixed things between animals, maybe he has some way of communicating. It's still based on animals.
Okay, I will try to talk to the creature and make it understand that we don't want to hurt it.
So you approaching the creature and you talking with her in Ingeterian, or you are trying to do something else?
For starters, I lower my weapon. And yes, I'm talking in Ingeterian because I think Cervantes was always talking in Ingeterian.
Yes, Cervantes was talking with the creature in Ingeterian. So, you're lowering your weapon, you're getting closer, and you're trying maybe use a soft kind of voice or a reassuring one in order to make sure that the creature is not acting feral. Okay, interesting approach. I'm asking you to roll me a willpower roll with animal handling. I know you don't have the skill, but I also know you have chosen the Pact of the Wild kind of sorcery.
Yes.
So, using that knowledge of you have of the Arcanum and the Wild, I'm going to allow you to roll like you have the proficiency of the skill. So I allow you to have the 6 exploding.
Good, because I had a 6.
Okay.
My willpower is 3, so I roll the 6, a 5, and a 4.
Okay, you can keep only 1 as a
And
reminder for everyone. But that 6 explode, so you can roll it again and add the result.
Okay, so it's a 6 and a 4, so it's 10.
It's 10.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. The creature seems almost to respond to you, at least at the beginning. Her antennae are moving, and when you get closer, the creature is still gasping because it's just bounced on the pier and is trying to slowly to get back in position. But of course, there are some of her legs are being blown off. There is a massive bits of a scarapace that is being burned. And as I say, the creature is very, very damaged. It's also the reason why it doesn't seem to be immediately aggressive to you. But you also, just a few seconds, that seems to almost go for an eternity, got interrupted by one another things. You have the vial of blood on you.
Damn it.
And the creature seems to move her antenna for a second. Her eyes go wide.
No.
And Riska, you're next.
I have a couple of logistics questions.
Yes.
So it's me, Hazel, and the thing on the pier. Can we talk distances roughly?
Oh yes. You are told distances, and there is you, Hazel, and Jean on the pier with the creature. The creature is literally at the end of the pier, close to the water. You are at the beginning of the pier, and Jean and Hazel are in the middle.
Well,
The
I'm
one
sitting
that
on the
is
ground.
at the dock, literally at the,
Right.
on terra firma is actually Ember that is just thrown it with the bomb and just like, I'm still here.
Don't blame him. Second question is, which is gonna betray my intentions, but is Ink Cloud something that I can do on the spot, or can I actually throw it at things?
You just is part of your nature. You have a glands inside your trachea and etc. You fill your mouth and you just spit pretty much, almost like the creature did. But in your case, is like it creates almost like a mist around in front of you or where you target it.
Right. Then I would like to Ink Cloud the creature to avoid
Check
my
the
new partner
distance
in
that you
crime.
can reach, because if I remember correctly, there is a distance, maximum distance that you can spit out. I think is supposed to be like 10 feet. On your
It's
turn.
5 feet actually.
It's 5 feet, so you need to get closer.
Okay, next logistic question, and then I'm done. I swear.
All the
Do I have enough movement to get close, Ink Cloud the thing, and dive underwater?
You on your character sheets there is a list of how much movement you can do. There is movement with 0 action, movement with 1 action, and move with all your action. Tell me
Right.
the first 2.
It's 12 with 0 actions and 25 with 1 action.
Okay, 12 is not enough to reach the creature. 25 is more than enough. It's probably around 18 to 20 feet from you.
Right.
And, so you can use 1 action to get there, 1 action to spit, but that's leave you with only reaction. And you have 2 of them, so they can be used to maybe jump out if the creature attacks you, or dodge out of the way. You can't use an active action to jump into the water.
Okay, fair enough. I'm worried about Cervantes. I was trying to get to him.
So
Next round.
you're gonna run towards the.
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean,
Well-
so the thing just got blasted. Okay, it lost a bunch of limbs. It must be disoriented. Imagine like sudden black. This thing is on the edge of the pier. Maybe it just turns around, falls into the water, and we're done.
Yeah, I like the image. It's the creature is blasted, is walking, and you just run towards them. It's like insult to injury.
I love
Listen, I'm pretty much I'm useless in combat, and Hazel like offered me a place to stay for a night, helped me for something that she didn't have to. Like she's in this situation and she's trying to protect me. I have to spit my ink.
It sounds like a very good reason for me. So you follow the plan through?
Yes, yes, as smart as it sounds, yes.
Okay, so Jean, you are sitting on the ground, and there is this Sephiota guy is just running close, the one that you just held, running towards the creature, lifting his tentacles and spitting his ink on what is pretty much the face and the torso of the creature. Hazel, you were there with your, sword down, and all of a sudden, Riska is close to you, using his ink on the creature and all around you, creating a 10 feet mist of blackness. Riska, I allow you an unarmed brawl is done with your brawn and related skill in order to see if you eat the creature in the eyes.
And what was the skill, sorry?
An armed brawl.
Well, what am I checking? I'm a total potato at it anyway. So it's brawn 2, it's gonna be 2 dice. Okay. So it's 2 ones.
Nice.
So I think it's a no.
2 ones. Okay.
You got a 1.
So you get
It
there,
sounded
you
like such a noble plan in my head.
You spit the ink, covering the entire area, 10 feet radius of this blackness mist that's going to be there for 1 minute, and involves you, the creature, and Hazel. So Hazel, all of a sudden, is black. Everything is dark. And you immediately lost sight for the next minute.
Okay.
You're not blind. You can't see in here. Maybe if you move out of the area, you're going to see again. But at the moment, it's just pitch black.
The one thing that I really want to do is get rid of the wire.
But before you can do that, Riska, you are standing there and you realize that you made a kind of a miscalculation here. Because to get here, you needed to use one of your action. You have 2 action, 2 reaction. And the second one was to spit your ink. So how you get out of here, it can be a big problem. Jean, it's your turn.
I'm getting my rapier from the side of the pier.
It is commando style.
Well, I try to be as silent as possible. Like, I'm just gonna grab my sword and I get out of here. Like, okay, yes, this is great. Been fun with all of you guys.
You
Homer Simpson.
You look around, you grab your rapier, you see the black ink things is starting to cover everything, and you just still on your
I'm
back,
like,
just grab.
you guys seem to be doing great without me. You're very good at this. Yes.
Okay,
I exclude myself from the difficult situation, let's say.
can't use all of your action because you grab the rapier.
I want to get up as well.
To get up as well, so you are able to move back with only the 0 action movement, but that means you can go up to at least 10 or 4 or
10 feet. 15 feet. I got 15 feet on my
So
Zirach.
you get back where pretty much where your friend's Ember is, a little bit also behind him, before the creature can react, and the creature reaction is quite violent. You guys can't see it because you are completely in the darkness, but both of you need to make a parry roll. In your case, you can use your shield. In your case, if you try to parry or dodge, there is a -3 on the roll.
Does dark vision affect my condition at all?
The problem is, this is not,
This is not darkness.
light. It is not darkness. This is black ink.
I'm sorry. Can you remind me what do I roll? I have 1 for parry and shields and
Cunning. Just to give you everyone a reason for why I'm asking for cunning is because not just how quickly you put your shield in front of you, but is also the angle and how you protect yourself with it. So how smart you put it to defend yourself against your enemy.
roll the 5.
You roll a 5 in total. Okay. Riska?
I rolled 16.
With your
Whoa.
dodge?
Oh, you want the highest. Sorry, you want the highest. I rolled a 6 then. That doesn't explode because, again, potato.
Okay, so you were trying to dodge or parry?
Ooh, good question. I would say dodge. That's more believable.
Okay, so you were using your agility in order to do so?
That's a really bad idea. I'll stick to the dodge though. I only have a knife on me, so there's not much parrying I think I can do. I rolled a 6 again, so still 6
Still 6.
on the dodge.
But as I said, it was a -3 for if you were parrying, but not for dodging. So, Hazel, you hear this and whooshing, and all of a sudden, you being hit. The 3 massive claw at the end grabbed you and push you, using you almost like a battering ram. Riska, you are not being hit by the creature, you're being hit by Hazel. The creature just grabbed her and is just using her almost like a mace against you. Okay, so you don't take damage because you're just being grabbed and thrown. The only damage is going to be the one that you inflict to him. How much is your endurance?
Mine is 3.
Mine is 4.
Okay. You're wearing a brigantine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're wearing a leather coat.
Yeah, I just have light natural armor as a Sphioto, but that's about
yes, I remember also that. So, 6 bludgeoning damage hit you on the side, Riska. 7, because brigantine is absorbing 3, right?
Yes.
So 7 bludgeoning damage hit you on the side, Riska, and you are being pushed into the water.
Oh no.
And Hazel,
Was my plan all along.
you are being used as a battery, as a mace, and being just literally throw it immediately after. So as soon as your body hit Riska, and there is the domino effect that you hit him, and he literally being pushed into the water, the creature also leave you, and you are being thrown out of the mist down to the pier, and you roll down close to the beginning of the pier.
Okay.
Leading you to have 3 bludgeoning damage that unfortunately you can't absorb with your armor, because it's your armor that is inflicting those damage to you because you're rolling in it.
Yes, I understand.
But you are at least 12 to 15 feet away from the creature now, Ember.
I'll try to. How can I go? How far am I to the creature?
The creature is in the midst of blackness ink that at the moment is just completely surrounding the creature. You can sometimes see bits of the antennas and the part of this body sticking out of the black ink cloud, but nothing is at the end of the pier, so it's probably 20 to 25 feet away from you.
All right. Again, I want to wait until I can see someone being in danger, because right now in the thick cloud there's very little visibility, and I don't want to have any collateral damage. I don't want to throw a bomb inside a clouds that I can see.
The two people that were in the cloud, you see one literally being like almost like a being shot away from the situation. Is like boop, woo, splash, and the other one is literally rolling towards you on the ground.
Yeah, that's
All right. I want to wait and see the creature emerge from the cloud and use fumble.
Okay,
what is fumble.
fumble is a magical spell. The problem is a creature with multiple legs is probably immune to that.
Fair, you're right. All right, since there's okay, I want to throw a second bomb inside the smoke. Since both of them are out, I will try and throw blindly, pretty much. Throw in the general direction of the creature, in the general direction, not blindly.
Okay, in that area. Okay, so you put your hand in your backpack, you grab another of those kind of a cartoonish round bomb.
Yeah.
Switched on with your flint, and you just okay, and you throw it. Please.
Before I throw it, I say, Talor, guide my hand.
Okay, so you call in
Does it like this?
out loud.
You know what? Yes. Okay, we're in the middle of the battle. I don't think about it. Yeah, I do.
Fair enough.
And it's again with Bron,
You
right?
hear it.
I'm like, who's Tyler?
You know
you
who's
know
Talor.
what Talor is.
Ah.
Talor is quite a common figure in pretty much the whole archipelago. I will get into that in a second, but let's hear the roll first.
Oh my god!
What?
What's it?
Talor did not guide my hand. I got like 3 aces and a 4.
Okay, so
no.
4 is your best
Fine.
roll.
I got 5.
5.
Five is your
Christ.
best roll. Okay,
We're doomed.
so you're doing it. You got Talor, guide my hand, and you think probably your god wasn't listening at the moment because you throw it and you hear this go into the cloud and bloop, and and some bubble came onto the surface.
Talor, you bitch.
Careful.
Yes, careful.
Speaking of, just to answer a little bit of everyone, but also give some information, there are few gods in this world. There are 3 main figures in the religion of this world. One is called Milas, one Caliber, another one is Oshun. There are 3 sisters. One is considered creation, one destruction, and the middle one is balance. But there is a mysterious figure that is most of the time mentioned, but it doesn't have a church. And this figure is Talor. Talor, no one is if it's actually just a mythical creature, if it's an actual god. The only thing is involving fate and fortune and misfortune seems to act on his own volition. Sometimes he's appear, drastically change the life of someone, and disappear again, for better or for worse. Also, like everyone knows, apparently the mythical Jolly Roger, most famous pirate of all time, made a deal with Talor. So sometimes Talor is also known as the gods of pirates. The only thing that people know about it, and in the few occasions that is being reported to be seen by multiple, that Talor is massive. His figure can obscure the sun. It has 5 flaming red eyes that are on this face shrouded in darkness, and horns like a devil that resemble a crown. Some people believe that is an evil creature. Some people believe that is just someone that like to play with fate. So, as I said, not an official religion, but there are some worshippers out there, like our Ember. Let's go ahead with our fight, or kind of, with Hazel.
Okay. Do I see Cervantes anywhere?
You are being just used almost like a living weapon, and you're now rolling on the ground. You're prone on the ground. You are a little bit disoriented by the experience, but you are also a good fighter. You still holding your sword, still holding your shield, and you start to get up and look around. That's what I'm getting.
Yes.
What are you looking for exactly?
Well, the way I see it, it's either Cervantes is going to calm down his creature, or we have to kill it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, before I kill it, because no matter what it is an animal, and I don't believe it's its fault what's going on, I will try to get Cervantes to calm it down.
The problem is that Cervantes fell in the water a few rounds ago, but I will allow you, because you're looking around it, to use one of your action to look and do me a perception roll.
Oh, nice.
In the meantime, Riska, you are next. So think of what you want to do. You're just being thrown into the water.
Okay. It's just an ace.
So do I presume you have just a 1?
Yes.
Okay. Because of the whole tumbling down, you are a little bit too confused at the moment. The dizziness of is still getting the best of you, so you don't see Cervantes around, but you also don't see the creature because it's just covered with the mist, the black ink. And there is too loud noises. There is people shouting. There is one thing that you notice, and that is for everyone. There is the sound of alarm going off. There are bells being rung. Dun, 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 dun. So the situation is now getting the attention also the authorities. But there is anything you want to do before I move to Riska?
No, I think the only thing that I can do is scream at anywhere where Cervantes could be, like, calm it down, they're gonna kill it.
Okay, hoping that Cervantes is in the area and he can hear you. Call your damn beast or I'm going to kill it, or something like that.
Yes.
Fair enough. Riska, what you going to
I
do
also
after
want
the
to look for
splash?
Cervantes. As soon as I gather my bearings, because I was first thrown into the water and then I
Yeah,
got
there is like,
blasted, I think.
almost like like a massive truck is like being used to ram me out, and you're just being thrown into the water. I'm a generous GM, so I'm not going to say roll to see if you lose one of your equipment, but there was a chance.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
The coldness of the water of the harbor embrace you. Your eyes immediately switch, and the membrane to allow you to look into the darkness take over. Everything is now in a shade of grays around you. You see some of your vials and things just floating in the water around you, so you immediately grab it. And I allow you to roll a perception roll if you see Cervantes.
Okay, so I have a 1 in perception. What do I roll that with? Is that fair enough? So that's a 3, so that's 4 dice. There's a 6, so total is 7.
You don't see Cervantes immediately, or at least on a first glance around you. You see other creature of the sea and a little group of fish just swimming in the area. There is some crustacean moving into the sand, but no other being. There is a lot of trash at the bottom of this harbor, especially because people just dump what they don't need here. So
Buckets of blood.
probably they are not the most cleaned water you're been in.
I mean, you're in a harbor.
Yes, but you also notice that is someone not on the pier where the guys are, but on another one is getting on top of it. You just see the legs and the bottom part of the body before the whoever he is now getting out of water. By your deduction, because of your smart guy, you know that Cervantes was the only one that fell into the water before you, so you have pretty much a clear idea where he is. And that was
Okay,
your action.
how close I am to the surface?
you're just probably 5 to 7 feet down, so you can easily get out. Not that you need it because you can breathe underwater, but
No, it's not for me. I'd like to scream something at Cervantes, basically what Hazel was trying to do. Like, either you fix this
if you
now,
try to
or
scream at
we're...
someone underwater, probably everything they're gonna hear is like.
No, after going up.
Okay, so you just, swimming up, you get out of the water, and at that point, because you were looking in that direction, you see Cervantes like drenched in water with his hood down, and you just see also there are some scars. It seems like almost like ritualistic. They have like specific line of scar on the back of his neck that he was covering with the hood, and he get out and he's just doing this. You heard the screaming of what Hazel just said, and you double down with what?
Not fully screaming, not to get evicted, but basically Cervantes, do something about this, or before someone is getting killed, either us or the creature. Where are the folks that were working on the pier, by the way? I missed that.
Okay, so with your last action, you're still looking around, and you see now that there is a group of city guards in Ingetirian uniform. They are coming down the pier, and two people that are watching the scene 30-40 feet behind Hember. There is now creating like a line of people that are just watching and try to understand what's going on. The city guards are moving towards some of them, and they are armed with rifles, pistols, and pikes. Cervantes just take up his hood, look in the direction of the creature, look at you, and you see him walking away.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that the guy wants to save the creature or wants to get involved with the authorities. But before we move up what's happened to Cervantes and why he's doing this, we have Jean that is now close to Ember. What are you trying to do?
Do I see Cervantes leaving?
You were not paying attention to your surrounding, you were focused on the creature, so...
Okay, but I see everyone and the guards and the people and everyone gathering
the guards
up.
are coming, the people there is behind you, yes, there is a lot of things.
I'm putting on a show.
You're putting on a show. Okay.
I'm putting my effort, I'm taking out the musical and I'm starting to play. And I'm trying to create like a thing that this all looks like a show. And if I catch with the side of my eye Cervantes, because I'm also narrating what's going on, I make sure I refer that he's the man with the creature. It's his. This amazing thing.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make it all look like a big show.
This is going to require more than 6 seconds. So, you take
I start doing that.
You put down your rapier, you take out your buzuki, and so, you take
I start doing that.
You put down your rapier, you take out your buzuki, and you... and you start to play.
Exactly.
First of all, roll me a performance roll. To see how many people are going to actually all of a sudden pay attention to you and not to the massive monster that is on the pier.
Well, the monster is in a cloud of ink, and I'm very loud.
Everyone has seen it so far. So.
Okay, I got a 6. And I keep it. And I keep only 1, right? Because I have 1 performance, yes.
Yes, but you have
another 6 and a 4. So 12 plus 4 makes 16, and I also have storytelling.
Yes, so it's a +2.
Yes, 18.
18, very, very good. I was looking for 15 because this is a very difficult situation for you. Because, it's like, all of a sudden you start to play in the middle of this fight, and everyone is like, not a lot of people are going to pay attention to you. But actually, this maneuver, all of a sudden just everyone seems to look in your direction, except for the guards. They are trained not to pay attention to those kind of things. They are focused on their job. But everyone else is just all of a sudden like, oh, there is music going on now. because you're focusing on the crowd, you don't see Cervantes, but you see Jean-Jacques and the woman that introduces herself as Anne Lefleur watching what you're doing. She is very interested. She's very focused on what you're doing. But that's...
Well, I'm keeping everyone away from the creature. I'm keeping everyone safe at the moment. Like, everyone, all of them are looking at me, and they're not paying attention to anything else.
Yeah, the creature is behind you at the beginning of the pier, but it's okay.
Well, as I'm performing, like, next round, maybe, I'm trying to get on a rock, or, I don't know, if there's a bench or something. So,
crates close to it? Yes, you can. But
so everyone will look at me.
Okay, so but at the moment, you just started your performing. It's not something that happens in... This need to happen in maybe a minute or so. The creature is now started to move out of the clouds. His head is sticking out from it. Her antenna just moving left and right. Her eyes, now they are in plain sight. One of them is very large and all segmented and is very active. The one has kind of a cloudy, so probably the explosion make it a little bit of blind, or probably the ink. The creature is looking around and is now moving towards you, Hazel, and before the creature can act, you hear the shouting of the guards, "In the name of the Queen!" And you hear just and a lot of people pointing rifle in the direction of the creature.
Oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Amber, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the duck.
Okay, so you turn and there is literally behind you, there are probably something like 15 armored guard with rifle in their hand, Ingetirian standard issue rifle. You know that they can shot only once, but they are quite powerful, and also because of your expertise, you know that their bullets pierce through armors. So, stand down, civilians, and you are doing what?
Get down!
As Jean is playing, they're ordering this.
Yeah, immediately after he started to play.
Okay, are they pointing their guns at us or at the creature?
In the direction of the creature, and that means also Hazel.
Oh, I duck.
You just... You're
Yeah.
probably a little bit higher, shorter than most of them, but you just put it down because
Yeah,
there
by
is a
instinct.
couple of short
In
guys.
case.
Just
By
in
instinct, it's
case.
a gun pointing at me.
And Hazel, what are you doing?
I'm torn.
Let the monster die.
Ah,
Let it go.
It's a
Will you
giant fixed centipede.
Also, the creator left. Oh, you don't know that though. I think.
No, she doesn't.
okay. The creature is angry still, right?
The creature at the moment seems panicking more than angry. It's been attacked. There is been an explosion. Their sensory antenna smells blood, not human blood, animal blood, and she is now getting out of a cloud of ink. One of her eyes is not working properly, and now there is 15 guy in front of her that is ready to shoot.
I will go for it. Okay, I'm shouting at the guards. It's like, please give me a chance to calm it down.
Oh shit! I wanna get into that. I wanna help. That's very noble. I like that immediately.
One of the guards, the same that shouted the orders, just for a moment. Hold your fire! You have one action.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Okay, I stand in front of the creature. I'm trying to be as calm as I can. Did I get rid of the vial?
Probably in all the tumbling and etc. The vial is now broken somewhere on you.
Oh, nice, very nice. Okay. I'm looking at the creature and I'm trying to, as calmly as I can, tell it to please calm down. I am trying to help you. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Please try to calm down.
You already reached this creature just a few seconds ago. The blood of the vial, the blood of the animal, enraged her, but there was a moment of connection. So, I allow you the same roll again. Animal handling. You can use exploding sixes, but I'm not gonna give you more than that. Sorry.
Can I try to help?
How?
Well, I don't have animal handling, but I can try to also be a calming presence and try to talk it down. Try to support whatever she's doing.
Okay, I'm happy to allow you to that. But you need to tell me how you're doing it, because this can be, that can be go against what she's trying to do.
All right, so I have survival, and I also have nature. I can use any of those in order to try to understand either the creature's anatomy, and in regard to that, how can I proceed in order to show it that I want to help if it's hurt or something like that.
Okay, your cunning plus nature. Roll that first. Hold your roll a moment, Hazel. Just a moment, because I want to see what Ember is able to do.
All right, 6 and the 4 and the 1, but it's okay. It's an 11.
It's an 11. It's an 11. Okay, so for what you have seen of the creature, the size of these things are not what it's supposed to be. There are some giant centipedes around the archipelago, but usually the biggest of them is probably the size of a human leg. This one is double that size, maybe even 3 times that size. Plus, it has those kind of frilling membrane and this suck under the throat. There are usually traits of a lizard kind of creature. So this is a mix. This is something being created with alchemy. Whoever did this, probably Cervantes, took animals of different kind and meshed it together, creating this, what you can call it, an aberration.
All right,
But
since I have survival,
that still follow the law of nature.
all right, since I have survival, can I use this to, let me phrase this correctly? So I want to understand which animals compose its structure, and then use a technique used for any of those animals to show it that we're not a threat.
Okay, so that is included in your nature roll. That is the reason. So while you roll it, is God gave you those information I already told you. Plus, I was going to say, you kind of understand that those antennae that the creature have are the one that give the creature information about her surrounding more than her eyes. So probably more than fixing on her eyes, you should do something more than visual, more sound like, or smell like.
Okay, I can do something smell like. I'm trying to do. What do I need? Soft sounds, high pitched sounds.
The creature emit high pitched sounds. That's because I describe it. That's what you know. So there is a chance maybe that what Jean is doing right now can maybe distract the creature if he play some high pitched sound on his instrument.
All right, I turn to John for me, and I inform him that. I tell him, try to play something more high pitched in order to distract it.
This series of events that happen in just a fraction of seconds, so we, just suspension of disbelief. This is very fast, okay? Allow you, Hazel, roll the dice on the animal handling, as I told you, with a +2 on the roll.
Okay, so I rolled the 6, a 2, and a 1. I'm keeping the 6.
On another 6, you can do this.
No, I brought 3.
3 plus
So it's 6 plus 3, 9.
Plus 2 is 11.
Plus 2 is 11. Yes.
It's 11. The creature keep moving a free-lead membrane, just shaking it, creating this sound. Your music seems almost to activate this even more, because the creature just moving almost like in tandem with your rhythm. The antennae move and reach for you and started to almost touch the side of your armor, bit of the face, and etc. And all of a sudden, one of them almost like seems to reach inside and grab the broken vial, and he throw it in the water, showing that the creature is quite intelligent, getting rid of what it was accepting her, and crawling on herself. The creature just almost became this kind of a rounded nest with the head on top. Membrane just fall down. In the meantime, the eyes can't close because they don't have eyelids, but the antenna just keep slowly moving around your arm, almost recognizing you as someone friendly.
Yes.
The guards start to approach, and as soon as the captain of the guards approaches, the only one that it doesn't have a rifle pointed at the creature at the moment. What is all of this? What's going on here? And on that, we close the session for tonight. And that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe, and I see you out there. Just a couple notes. The Tales of the Forgotten Sea game system is not ready yet. We are working on it just to improve it and make it better. One day it will be released, and we all can play it together. Thanks again. Be kind to each other, and see you next time.